Aloha fam, Mr. Micah Bang here at Select Shots. Welcome back to the channel. If you've been following along with the channel, lately we've been playing around with the sound devices MixPre-3 II, and in my last video I covered how to set it up and how to get a really good audio signal being fed directly into your camera. Now today I want to share with you a little bit more information about the type of audio files you'll be able to get while using this MixPre-3. One of the biggest questions that I had when I was researching this was, with 3 different channels available on the MixPre-3, does it separate and record each channel individually, or does it just stitch them all together into one mixed audio file? And the answer to that is it does both. Now, whether or not you're using the audio direct into your camera for talking head or podcast shots, and you want to streamline your productivity and not have to worry about so much editing post, maybe this is totally not the information that you need, but maybe there is a use case you could use these different recordings for. For me, my side hustle, I'm a musician and I'm playing live shows, all about town, and I really wanted to be able to get a recorded mix of the vocals and a recorded mix of all the instruments that are being played with my band. And this sound recorder actually does both very, very well. So let's hop into my screen capture, and I'm going to go over with you what the audio files look like when you load them up into a DAW such as Logic Pro. So let's dive in and I'll walk you through what we're looking at here. So if you see our screen here, we have our DAW Logic Pro open, and I have a sound recording from one of our shows that my band and I played a couple weeks ago. Now, it is a WAV file originally, and when you download it off your SD cards, the WAV file will just be one single file. But when you upload it into a DAW such as Logic Pro, it actually converts itself and splits into the multiple tracks that you recorded on that day. So if you're looking here on my screen, the first 2 tracks I noticed, so 1 and 2, those are going to be a stereo mix of all of the channels that you had live and armed on the MixPre-3. When you go down to the 3rd channel, or the 3rd layer and the 4th layer, now you're getting to a audio file which are split amongst each channel. So for this MixPre-3 00103, this was the channel that I had majority or all of the vocal tracks for that day recorded on, and the bottom file, the last layer here, is 00104. That is the split track of channel 2 that I had recorded that day, and that had held all of the instruments. So with this flexibility in the audio files, you'll be able to mix and bring up levels, change levels of the audio file accordingly to what you had recorded that day. So let's jump into a scenario with a podcast. Say you have 2 speakers, right? The interviewer and the interviewee. And let's just say your interviewee is very soft-spoken and has a very quiet voice, and your interviewer has a very loud, bold voice. And let's just pretend that maybe you didn't get the mix correct going into the MixPre-3. Well, when going over the audio files in a DAW, you'll be able to see that the 2 stereo tracks that are mixed together, well, if they aren't balanced that correctly or to your liking, you can go ahead and use the individual tracks that are recorded from your MixPre-3. So you'll be able to bring up the interviewee who's got a very small or quiet voice, and you'll be able to match the two voices together to create a very, very balanced signal for the overall production that you're doing. I think, especially for me, that would probably be the best use case when you're using these multi-layered tracks that the MixPre can give you. And because you have 3 tracks, you can have 3 different speakers or interviewees or people on your podcast, and you can record every single track individually and make sure in the final product is what you want. And if you are savvy with audio and you get everybody's mix darn near perfect, I mean, you don't have to go through this because you'll have a very solid audio track that's all stitched together between all 3 channels or all 2 channels. But I just wanted to share with you this information because there wasn't a whole lot of videos talking about this multi-layered audio files that you get when you're using the MixPre-3 version 2. And I just wanted to share with you. It's a very short video. Let me know if you find any other use cases that these multi-layered audio files would be good for. I mentioned being a musician and separating instrument tracks versus vocal tracks. And I've mentioned podcasts where 3 different speakers or 2 different speakers are being used at different volumes. So let me know what else you think that you could use this MixPre-3 for. And if you found this video helpful, please let me know in the comments. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them there. I'll make sure to leave affiliate links to the MixPre-3 version 2 in the description below. Those affiliate links are one of the best ways to support the channel. And yeah, I just wanted to thank you for hanging out with me. Like I said, it's a very short one, but hopefully this information helped you out today. Alrighty, until the next time, shoots.